Hello and welcome to a video all about how to play Affinity, or one of the ways to play Affinity. I'm Fox Murdoch. I'm recording this because I feel like it. Tell me what you think, I guess. Um, it's the typical build. If you read Frank Carsten's article, he's got a bunch on Fireball, he's got a bunch of things you should do, indefinite startings. This is just what I like, but it changes all the time anyway. I mean, I've only got two still overseas. I would like full, but I'm trying to people tend to kill them straight away so that the others survive a bit longer, the Outbound Ravages and the Masters. 2 G Blast, I like 4 for the first game because it helps you close out a game, but pretty often, if everybody's, the Eldrazi is so popular right now, it's better to have more cards later on by a Fort cast. One Stubborn Denial in the main, that's just fun. Wielding Jazz, well, Wielding Jazz is always good. Chose a Mountain for the basic, that was back to support the Galvanic Blast, so that might change to an island. The 3 Masters, apart from that, it's a pretty typical list. So I'll go over to the sideboard, which is a bit more interesting. Etched champions in the sideboard because they're colorless. The Eldrazi are colorless, so they're pretty awful. Gruul Charm because online I notice a lot of decks have flying creatures, especially black-white tokens. They love to glut up the sky, so you can just clear the sky and smash for a billion. I've never cast it to gain control of my opponents again, and creatures without flying typically can't block your flies anyway. So it's pretty much only one thing. I'm trying it out too. It's like third Galvanic Blast, second Stubborn Denial, Ancient Grudge is for the mirror match and any other artifact heavy decks in general. Wear and Tear, I've got 3 of them because you need it turn 2 when you pass and they make a Stony Silence. Whip Flare can help against tokens, but with only 2, you need something else. And Ingot Chewer is purely there against Chalice of the Void. They set it to 1. The Ingot Chewer still costs 5 mana, but you only pay 1 mana to evoke it. So, it gets around that. I haven't actually had to do it because I fought Eldrazi about 2 or 3 times out of 15 matches.
Alright, here we are. We jumped into a 8-man tournament. We're up against Neo Fox, and we're going to play first. And I think we like this hand. Seems quick. It's only got 1 mana actually, but we still get 2 creatures on the first turn. I think we should drop a and keep it either way. Not sure out of these two. Signal Pest will eat dirt. We don't know who we're playing against. Vault Scourge will kill him quicker, so I'm unsure. Vault Scourge just seems a better card. Okay, they are red. Oh, and they're lightning bolted our guy, which means our Signal Pests will live, and we'll have a 2-power Ornithopter. And no land. Well, I guess Mox Opal's the best draw at the moment, because we can dump a Still Overseer, and from then on just Galvanic Blast everything. Might be Jund again, which is bad for us. Or Burn? Jund Burn? Okay, cool. So Glimmer Void. Now we can play Signal Pest and leave Galvanic Blast open, in case they drop Goblin Guide if they are Burn. Or we can drop Still Overseer and have it killed immediately, which I don't enjoy the sound of. So I'm fine with this. Yep, kitty. Now, I don't know if Whipflare is actually any good in this match, because the Wild and the Cattles can quickly get above 3, and then you're only killing Goblin Guides at 2 mana for 1 mana, so it's not the best. Okay, what land did we get? Memnite. Tiny little Memnite. No, wait. Kill this guy. Whoever targeted. Alright, so untap Memnite. We can either drop Steel Overseer and start building, or Galvanic Blast. I think I like attacking first. for this meager 1 damage out of 2 creatures. Yeah, the quicker we kill our opponent, the better. The more creatures we dump, the more likely they are going to kill them and not us. And I don't think 1 hit off this Nakata will kill me. But, you know, brave last words. Well, that was only for 1 at least. Alright, well that's simple enough. That's brilliant. Alright, so everyone smash. Take 3 damage. And second main. Deal with the second one. So they've got 5 cards in hand. I think they're just stockpiling enough burn to eat me out. So 4 burn. Was there a Swift Spear? A Ravager. Well, no, hang on. I don't think we can win this turn. Not from 13. Can put a counter on everybody who's still Overseer, then eat it with Darkbound Ravager. Ravager will have 2 counters on, and they'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on and get your kicks. And I can try to blast one of these guys, because next turn I feel like we're taking plenty of damage. I don't want to sit back and block. That sounds not like we're going to win ever. I just feel like the Ravager gives us more chances. Although we can take 2 damage off these guys, we can take a hit off them even if they have a random planes go to 6. This guy is the one who's going to cause the most problems. So actually, I'll shoot him while I can, and then attack with these fellas. See how he blocks. Alright, now countering everybody. So they're 10, we're 9. If they have 7 points of burn, we're dead, but they don't have Boros Charm. And they can't get there without a 3rd land and 3 bolts. And there's another kitty. Doesn't really block. Lava Spike. Around 6. Hit for 2 down to 4. Nope, no blocks. Alright, if it's cheap artifact, well, look at that. Alright, how can we kill them this turn? So Ornithopter will have 1 power, gets pumped, and we can put a 3rd power on it. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 doesn't kill them. And we get killed on the swing back, because I'm assuming that they've got a burn spell. Any burn spell kills us, unless we just sit there and take it. So either way, cast a Ravager. Then let me pause a second to do the maths. So who's typing? Yep, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 1 short. That's a bugger. Because they can't block either of these 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from Battle Cry, 6, 7, 8, 9. It goes to 1, we die on the backswing. It's possible they don't have burn or anything, or we could attack with these 2. If they have any burn spells, they're targeted us, they're not creatures, I think. So it's better, Either way, if we don't attack, we're not winning. And the Ravager's clearly not attacking. So it depends on whether or not they have a burn spell in hand. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can make it go up to 8. When they attack back, he can hit me for 2 down to 4. 2 burn spells kills me. He can hit me for 4 down to 2. 1 burn spell kills me. Ravager can block, put the counters on here, make sure we kill him. I think that's all we're doing. Take 4. Take 5. Go to 5. Plus the way that Arcbound works, I mean modular, the creatures, if he attacks and these guys block, he deals the 2 damage, they both die, but his trigger still triggers onto one of these 2 unblockables. Monastery Swift Spear. Well, if he's got any spell. Yep, Lava Spike down to 3. Take 4, we're dead. Well, we didn't have the attack on the win then, so that's alright. Still, pretty good game. Block 2 and die. Alright, sideboarding. So, what do we want to do against this sideboarding? With Flare, G-Blast. They can't block. Didn't have any flyers. And couldn't really, well, didn't steal any of our things, obviously. Ground creatures didn't stay back much, so I don't think that's relevant. It's champion if we ever get to that much mana and they haven't killed all of our other artifact creatures. Metalcraft is relevant. This can be relevant against like a burn spell, but we've already got 1, I don't want more than that. Ancient Grudge, they don't have any artifacts. I don't believe they have any enchantments either. Alright, so 63, so take out 3 cards. Building Jar seems good. Ornithopter got torched. Mox Opal's great. Memnite is tiny. Signal Pest, Life Gain doesn't do great deal. Overseer was brilliant even though we lost. Ravager just 1. Alright, we're on the play. Alright, that seems like a good hand. So, Darksteel, Citadel, Midnight, so we have Stubborn Denial from turn 1. Even though it's not ferocious yet. Seems good to me. Alright, I suspect they've got Lightning Bolt and they'd wait for me to try and eat enough to do something. But they've only got 1 mana anyway. So I may as well attack for 2. I think I can eat a Darksteel Citadel. I've only got 1 piece of coloured mana and I need all my artifacts, but this Ornithopter's not doing anything. If I eat it onto the Ravager, that's an extra damage. So we're dealing 3 a turn, they're already down to 15. We've got the Stubborn Denial up. Yep. Stubborn Denial, sometimes I just want Dispel because it always works, even though it only hits instants. I found that a lot of Affinity's weaker cards are instants, like instant speed burn spells, not really counter spells. but other cards like... Who's targeting me? Hercule's Recall, same sort of a thing. They might be able to pay the 1 if you don't have a 4 toughness creature. Hey, look at that! Ironically, we could still smash for 3 every turn and be okay. Sneaky red burn. Well, I guess it's not a burn if it's playing white for that. But anyway. Wow! Cool. They are never taking damage again. I'm gonna eat another Darksteel Citadel. And we've got them in 4 turns? 3 turns? 2? They can, if they have 2 burn spells, they can probably get the Ravager by Lightning Bolt, in response I eat, Lightning Bolt, in response I eat again. Alright, so they've got that to block with. Springleaf Drum is great. Do I want to Whip Flare, declare it? I think I do, because the Memnite's not attacking into it. And I've got a second one, so if he's got a second wave to deal with, then that's great. I don't know what my opponent's thinking about. Don't imagine anybody runs Brute Force instead of Lightning Bolt. Maybe they're trying to calculate if they use a burn spell right now, it'll buff it above its, its prowess will push it above 3 toughness. Or maybe they're cursing and swearing and throwing their computer around the room, I don't know. Yep, alright, they took it. So now I'm gonna smash for 3. Distractive Revelry. Alright, well if he just blows it up, then he's just blowing it up. Strike to an artifact or enchantment, 2 damage to the permanent's controller. Well, I won't take 2 damage because I'm going to eat it. But I have to decide if I'm going to eat it and Wet Flare or what. I mean, if I'm going to eat... this is when I put 3 counters onto Memnite. It'll be a 4-4, gives me 2 10s. I think that's fine. I don't really want to eat all this if I'm suddenly going to draw a Memnite. Not Memnite, the big blue one. And there we go. And he's nicely above Lightning Bolt range. Flame Slash, I think some lists play 1. At this point we have the 2 coloured mana for this, so we don't have to tap. Oh, okay, yep, I like this turn. I will take your 2. Ooh, another Mox Opal. No, that's no good. He'll block. I was confusing it for a 2-2 still. Rift Bolt, yep. Volcanic, yep. Forest Charm, so 4. I'll get down to 11. During the upkeep, get down to 8. It's only got 1 card in hand though. Guess they're hoping to burn me out. Oh, okay. Shooting the Mem Knight. Alright. Well, I guess if it's the last creature, etc. One turn too late. At this point, I haven't drawn any Galvanic Blasts. And this is top deck mode. Brilliant. Actually, this is very good, because for starters I don't pay life, and for seconds I've got the Welding Jar. Although it is 4 slow turns to get there. And I will never use F6 again, for fear that... Might have a second bolt. No, he's got nothing in his hand. Did they miss that? I guess it means that on my turn, well, doesn't matter. If they draw 2 bits of burn, they draw land. I could have done that anyway. Ravager, Master. Alright, cool. On to game 3. So, I think we do want some of these. I don't know, we want the white version of this. It destroys enchantments instead. But then we want non-artifact white sources, and basically Glimmer Void is it. Yeah, because every single creature is an artifact, there's no such thing as a non-coloured one. I don't think we want 2 Stubborn Denials on turn 2, but knowing they have it makes this an easier choice. This actually would have been relevant this game, at one point where they had the 3 creatures. Was it the first game? Doesn't matter. I do think I want another Stubborn Denial. One less Volt Scourge because it's so weak, its lifelink hardly comes up. No Ancient Grudge, Ring Gature, Grill Charm, and stealing my stuff. 2 Wear and Tear against the Thingy Dingy. So maybe that. Because I'd need this in my opening hand with blue mana available. This, well, you know, that should be a Plains really. Or Glimmer Void saves the day. 61 cards. The players were great. Ravager, take out 1 more I think. He was good, but no wait, we'll take out a Cranial Plating instead. Alright, that's 60, and we're on the draw? So take that out I guess. Yeah. What do we put in instead? Put the Volt Sketch back in. No, I think we need to be able to deal with it way too much to leave any of that stuff out. And it's much more likely to land than not land, so I'll go like that. Huh! Whip Flare loves me. Okay, yeah, we're keeping this hand. It's quite a little dish. Out of these 2, yeah, I'll keep. That's hilarious. We've seen the maximum number of whip flares that we could. Goblin Guide, gonna give me a land. Ooh. No, gonna give me a Volt Scourge. Alright, well, I can drop 2 Volt Scourges, and they can't deal with both of them. Although we do go straight down to 14, which is pretty low actually. Not a fan of that. Come on, stupid program. Alright. Next turn if we draw a mana we can master and smash. Bolt my Life Scourger. Well, I kind of took 2 damage casting the skull instead of 3 damage from the bolt to the face. Opponent attacks again. Oh, that was nice. No blocks. Already on 14. Okay. Well, I've got one land, so that's easy. If I drop the master, he's going to be a 4/4, big enough to not burn out. Opponent's only got 4 cards left. What have I got? 1, 2, 3. I've got 1 coloured mana, so it's either blast the guy or whip flare. I could animate Inkmoth and attack, but I don't think giving them 2 poison is going to be very relevant. If I drop master, I can attack for 1. If I blast, I can whip flare. I want to blast the goblin. He hasn't got a second land, so he's got 4 burn spells in hand. So I want to preserve life total as much, I believe. I just want the biggest, meanest creature on board. He doesn't have the Team of Battle Rage type cards. Or if he does, we haven't seen it yet. We get to see what he's going to do. Attack. Give me a Wielding Jar. Good. No block. No point losing my Master of Ethereum to burn spells. Searing Blaze. Yeah, that's fine. Wielding Jar. Okay, so at this point, I think I can blast the Goblin, because he hasn't cast any second creature yet. After I blast it, they are more likely to drop 2 cards. I don't want to pay life to make a Vault Scourge, but I do want more artifacts in play. What do? I think I just take the damage. Because then it lets me hit for 5 and 4 and all the rest. This can animate itself. So they take 6, go to 10. Looking like they're going to be dead next turn. Yeah, this is good. Having a big creature promotes them to drop a creature and block, or at least try to. Too big to burn unless it's based 2 spells on it. Still got the lifelinker here, still got the Inky. If we draw a cranial plating, it might randomly do a lot. Building Jar to smash face, stop them from smashing face. Alright, down to 4. Riftbolt in the thingy, he's got 2 cards left. Alrighty. Mox Opal doesn't do a thing. Okay, you can become an artifact. You guys can all smash for oodles of damage. Okay, good. He conceded. I guess he thought it was a regular Inkmoth, because that's poison. He's not dead. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, well, whatever. We got the match. Well done.